How's it going, Sha?
Yeah, not bad. How are you doing?
I'm good. I am my kids just started school again.
Yay.
Happy for them. They're doing their whole ritual. Lot of changes around the house. My This is the first year that my daughter is taking the train by herself.
Ooh.
Yeah, like it's emotional toll for us, admittedly. We're trying to be okay with it. She's handled it well so far, but and it's not like it's a straight shot. She got to do a transfer.
Wow.
Oh, like this is, and she's got to leave early. She's got to be on the train by like 6:50.
Oh,
So
God.
People, yeah. Like I'm like, yo, this ain't like walking to school at 8:00. Like when it's just daytime and kids. Like you are for real with people going to work.
Like grown-ups and shit.
Yeah. She's like, yo, it's different, Dad. And I'm like, yes, it is. She's like, she told me like it was adorable and I was also heartbroken a little bit for her because she told me like the most honest thing ever about the train that like made her realize the energy was different. She was like, I was at Broadway Junction transferring to the A train, and she said I barely got on the train and nobody cared. And she was like, it was like the first time that it hit her that like no one's viewing you as a kid, like you are a person in my way. And,
right.
And she was like, yo, like I was a little like surprised. Like, no, like usually like I'm not expecting special treatment, but like I'm clearly smaller than everyone here.
right.
You know? And she's like, I was so thrown off by how little people cared. I was like, yup, like you are a person in the way of someone else getting to work. And like they're not gonna be jerks to you. Like people for the most part to be cognizant, they'll see you have a book bag. They won't be rude, but they also won't be polite.
Right.
At that time of day. Like if it's Tuesday, I'm tired, it's 6:30, and like you ain't about your biz, like you're a person, like you can't have tourist energy or like little kid like bumbling energy. Like know where you're going and be about it. Cause at that time of day, like it's other people that are like focused. Like I'm doing something because I got to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like little kid like freaking adventuring and exploring energy. That's for Saturdays when mom and dad takes you out in the evening.
Saturdays, oh, God.
But Tuesday at 6:50, like you better be about your shit. Like that's a different vibe on the train. So like it's been interesting like seeing her like realize that, and like it's only been a week and like it's already changed her. Like I woke up to take a piss in the morning and she was already like making moves, and like normally when like I see like in the morning, I'm like giddy. Like I wake up, I want to hear rap songs. And she like is similar. Like she's like hype in the morning. She's a kid.
Right.
Yo, by day 3, she was like, excuse me, coffee. Like she was just like what happened to my baby? You know?
Oh no.
Yo, they like broke her over there, yo. The A train just changed my kid, yo. Like it's just different.
Oh wow.
Straight up. And then like even my son, like so the first day that Michaela was going to school, to make sure she was fine, and admittedly more so for us, Gabby went with her to do the train ride there. And one of her friends was going to take the train back with her, so we felt good with all that. But because of that, this is the first year where Gabby couldn't be there for both of them for their first day.
Right.
So, she left with Michaela earlier and she only saw Aiden wake up. She didn't see Aiden go to school. On top of that, I had shows until like 2 the night before.
Right.
So I slept through all that shit. Like I woke up, I didn't see anybody in my house. So like I woke up at like 10 o'clock and Gabby's mad at me. And I'm like, what happened? She's like, were you up when Aiden left? I'm like, no, of course not. I went to bed at like 3.
Right.
And she's like, so nobody saw him leave. I'm like, well, I guess not. Like you, like you're giving me the news. Like,
right.
I didn't know I was supposed to. My bad. Like I talked with him the day before. I made sure his head was on straight. He seemed good, and he was going to the same school.
Right.
I didn't feel like a concern. I was like, the kid I was worried about, you're going with them. So I wasn't worried about that anymore.
Right.
And the other kid is walking 2 blocks, the same 2 blocks he's walked for 2 years.
Right.
I'm my bad. I didn't miss that. But I know she wasn't really mad. It's just she was in like an emotional place.
Right. Yes.
Because, she's dealt with a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
So like, she tells me, she's like, yeah, I just wish I could be there for him. And I get that. So like, my bad, and I go downstairs, I start working. And when Aiden comes home from school, he comes down to my office and I check in on how his day goes. And I'm like, yo, by the way, did you hug your mom when you got home? And he was like, yeah, why? I was like, today was a rough day for her, just to like let you know from our perspective, like, both of our kids went to school and we couldn't be there for both of you, so that was a thing for your mom in particular.
Mm-hmm.
So like she felt bad that she had to like go help your sister and couldn't be there for you. So if you can, when you go upstairs, just let her know like, hey, everything's fine. I love you. Just give her a hug. Like, don't even say anything. Just give her a hug. And he's like, but that's crazy. She's always there for me. And I'm like, I agree. And I, as a parent, we try to be,
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we can't be there. He's like, I know, I get that. Like, but it wasn't a big deal. I go to the school for 2 years now.
Right.
And just him talking, like, it was like, oh, like he was saying it so matter of factly that like, it hit me that like, yo, he's maturing. Yo, that shit, like, I'm getting fucking teary-eyed listening to him say my answers that I didn't need to say.
Right.
He was like, but Dad, that doesn't make sense. Like, you guys are always here for us. Like, and I was like, I know, man, I know. But like, yo, it was so fucking great. So like, it was a heavy couple. So like, he goes upstairs, he hugs Gabby, and then like, he goes to his room and does his shit. And like, I wait like 10 minutes. I get emo in the office. Then I go upstairs and I'm like, yo, did Ada come hug you? And she's like, yeah, I found that weird. I was like, no, you shouldn't find it weird. It's because he cares and he's showing you. Yo, we went through a lot that first day.
Wow, y'all were really, man, these children put you two through it.
Straight up, yo. But all is normal now. But it's been a wild first week. But they out there, they doing their thing. Straight up.
Oh my gosh.
Growing up, Sha. We got little people out here being mature.
Man, that's terrifying. I mean, good for them.
Yeah.
But that's what you want them to do? That's the plan, is to get them to grow into these instances and stuff? But whew, that's got to be real hard to just send your child out and find out that they're actually more ready than you are.
Yeah, yo. I was like, what? Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I'm the one that needs a chaperone? Cool.
Listen, I told Gab, it's like, look, for the next week, I'm gonna need you here during the day when they come home, because I can't see that moment. Like, I don't want to see them come in with the uniform on, because it's a reminder that they left for that. I want to see them back in PJs. So when they change, call me and I'll come upstairs.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, it's been a thing, yo. Like it's been a moment.
Wow.
And like, there was little there's been a thing that I've been like struggling with. I want to Michaela's in like an art school.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been I wanted to purchase like a Mac for her, like a little like computer, so that she could do her art stuff. And it's an investment, it's not cheap to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden does not need a Mac.
Right.
He's not studying art. He hasn't asked for that type of thing. But I felt guilty as a parent only buying one kid a computer.
Okay.
Right? Like this whole, like, it's been eating at me that like one kid is going to have a very significant economic investment.
Right.
And not the other. And this was also like how I realized that like he's like there.
Mm-hmm.
So like he like looked at me, he's like, yo, but Dad, like I'm prepping for the science exam and you're paying for a tutor for me. And that tutor costs more than the computer. And I was like, yo, who the fuck is this kid? Like, yo, Sha, like it fucked my head up. Like, I don't know what happened, but in like the last 2 weeks, yo, he got like fucking 10 years of data, like finally downloaded. And like, he's a new man. He volunteered to throw out the trash.
Wow.
Like, there's so much like little mature, I'm a member of this family and I'm aware of what you've done for us. That just hit that. Like, it's been like, yo, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't even want to ask questions because I don't want to break it.
Yeah,
you know, like
fuck it up. You just want to let it happen. Yeah.
It's running cool. Like, keep going. But I'm blown away. I'm so happy, so emotional, but so surprised admittedly as well. But like, yo, like so many, like this whole week, like me and Gabby in bed, I'm like, did we do something different? What happened? Like, did he meet somebody in North Carolina that week? Like, we're reviewing everything. Like, I can't get it.
Going back to the tape.
Yo, like what was the moment? Like, I don't get it. He just woke up a new man. She's ready for the world. I don't get it, Shy, but it's a blessed place. Here we are.
That's wonderful. That's fantastic. You know?
Thank you.
That's such a big, I don't know. Anytime you hear traditionally that you've heard parents talk about like moments where they're like, oh, my kid has changed. It's usually like you literally dropping them off to college. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, where it's just like, oh, you were just, it's something like a big thing, like a graduation, right?
Yeah.
High school graduation. Oh my goodness, you're an adult. Dropping them off at call. My goodness, you're an adult. You know what I mean? Like they're bigger things. But so I think that's what we're already kind of prepped for. Big moments. Hey, they can use the potty on them by themselves, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I've got a young lady. She needs a bra.
Right.
You know, big things like that. I had to take my son to get his first cup, athletic cup. Things like that. But there are other smaller things that you don't know until it hit. Like the idea of your son going, I'll take out the trash is like, you're do what? You know what I mean? Like, what?
Like, for real?
Yeah.
It wasn't, because there's on Fridays, I told him it's his trash day, but what that really ends up being is Gabby making the two of them come out while she fixes the trash. And that only happens because, unfortunately, like I'm on the road a lot of Fridays or I'm at a club.
Right.
And during the 4 hours that like, not when they moved the trash time back to 8, there's a 4-hour window where like the trash has to go out.
Right.
I'm not home and they might pick it up before I get back.
Right.
So Tuesdays is my day. Fridays is quote unquote his day.
Right.
But he threw it out on a Tuesday.
Oh, like, wow. That's your day.
Yeah. I'm like, on my day, you like with the recycle? Are you sure, my G? Yo. And he's like, I got it, Dad. And he just went out. He ain't make no mistakes.
Wow.
Just threw out all the trash. I was like, yo, what is going on in this house? Bro, yo. And like, I don't even like, he could do something atrocious right now. And I'd forgive it just because of like how much goodwill he's built.
Yes, yes.
But man, I'm blown away, Sha.
That's great.
Real talk. It happens, yo. Those moments are there.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean,
I'm excited.
Yeah, it doesn't make me wish I had a kid, but I am happy for you and yours. That's already set in stone at this point, but I'm happy for you and yours. I love hearing about it.
Oh man. Shouts to the babies that's listening. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Our huge under 18 demo.
Yes, right. You know what? Honestly, shout out to any teenager, anyone under 18 or under 17 who likes listening to two grown people talk. who just enjoy, and not necessarily on like a whole wacky, this is comedy kind of thing, but just listening to podcasts of two grown people just like, and then I'm rap and my AARP and rap all that shit. And you're like, this is the best thing in the world. I see you. I see you and I appreciate you. Any young person who wishes they were old already, I feel you. I know your energy, and I'm here for you.
That's all. The world will catch up to you.
You're my people. You're my people.
There's a place for you out there.
There is. There really is. I swear to you. I mean, yes, you will seem like an old person for your 20s and your 30s and your 40s. But by the time you get around to 50, it kind of starts to make sense.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just you grow into it.
Yeah, if you can stick it out that long, it's okay. It's not bad.
Oh man, let's get into the news.
No, alrighty.
Kicking off with some food topics today. We got a fan favorite Oreo flavor set to return after a 3-year hiatus. We're gonna have Sha bringing out the taste games again. That's right. For the first time since 2020, Sha, Oreo is bringing back its most requested limited edition flavor, Red Velvet.
What?
That's right. Oreo had been teasing the flavor's return for the past week, sharing videos of Red Velvet Oreo cheesecake on Instagram. Since they were last seen on the shelves in 2020, Oreo fans had been begging for the fan favorite flavor to make its triumphant return. As it has in the past, Oreo is only offering the Red Velvet sandwich for a limited time starting in mid-September. So it's out now, actually. The cookie has everything fans could want. Red coloring instead of the black coloring. It's red coloring, red velvet flavoring base cake, and a cheese cream flavored cream.
Oh, the cheesecake. Okay.
Cream cheese, pardon me. Cream cheese flavored cream.
Okay, all right. Okay. I'm trying to think because as our listeners may or may not know, I had that taste testing show with my roommate, and Oreos was we did ultimately what comes out to be like a television season. And so our season finale was Oreos, and we had maybe like 13 flavors, and it was a lot. And I'm trying to remember if Red Velvet was one of them. It may not have been. It may have. Actually, no. It may. That may have been because that would have been 2021.
That's what I was thinking. I feel like you were right after it.
Yeah. So they still were probably on the shelves. There may have still been some on the shelves, but like, I mean, it's just. Here's the thing. I've always thought that the regular chocolate Oreo cookie, kind of bitter.
Huh.
I always thought it was a kind of a bitter type of chocolatey taste.
Okay.
Right? So, which I guess goes fine with how sweet the cream is, but the cookie itself, kind of bitter.
Okay, I can see that.
So I'm just like, in looking at Red Velvet, I'm like, okay, but Red Velvet is just chocolate. Like that's the ultimate flavor of Red Velvet is kind of chocolate. But it's a sweeter chocolate than what is normally the Oreo cookie.
Okay.
And because I'm like, why do people love it so much? And I'm like, oh, because it's still chocolate. It's just a little bit sweeter than what you normally get. And then the cream cheese, like cream in the middle. I hate cream cheese with the power of 1,000 suns. And so don't worry, I will not be messing with the Red Velvet. Y'all can have it. But this does remind me, they did make a carrot cake Oreo.
Oh, okay.
With the cream cheese cream in the middle. And then the cookie itself, tasted like carrot. Let me tell you something. That's what they need to bring back. That shit was fire.
Really?
It really was. And I truly thought it was going to be trash. I was like, carrot cake? I think you're flying too close to the sun now, Oreo. But carrot cake Oreo, delicious.
Huh.
If they bring that back, if they decide to recycle. Also, because they were going crazy over there in the Oreo kitchen for a minute. Which is why it was like the season finale, because there were so many of them.
Yo, they were out of pocket.
They were out of pocket, absolutely. So when I saw carrot cake, I was like, y'all are truly pushing it, but I'll try it, and it was actually really good.
Huh? Yeah. I like carrot cake too.
Yeah. If you see one, it's old, first of all. But if you check the date on it. If you see one on the shelf, check the date, and if it falls in a safe date, go ahead and get it. It's pretty good.
Oreos, the flavor of diversity was proof to me that we were in the quarantine. Like, I felt like there were less people going into the Nabisco office saying, no, that's a bad idea.
Okay.
Like, I thought there was just like a department, and like, instead of like the 12 people showing up, it was just one dude
And he was like, yes. Let's run it. Let's run it.
Yeah, fuck it. Do that.
You know what I mean? Peanut butter mocha chip? Yeah, let's do it.
Low-key, that sounded great, Sha. Let's do that exact flavor.
I mean, that could be one. Oh, boy.
Oh, man. I'm going to stick to the basics. I like the classic Oreo, and I like the vanilla alternative.
Oh, the golden Oreo?
Yeah, the golden one. I think those two are enough cookie Oreo variety for me. They cover the two extremes of sweet balance that I want.
I'll take the original recipe Oreo double stuff. I like all my stuff double because tomorrow isn't promised. Okay. I'll take that and lemon Oreo.
Huh. Okay.
Where the cream is lemon, it's good. The cookie is the golden Oreo cookie, so it's a vanilla. It's lemon. Like a vanilla cookie with the lemon cream.
Now, question with the double stuff: Are you even in general? Are you a straight like eat the cookie or do you dip?
I'm a straight eat the cookie. I don't dip the cookie. Yeah,
that's why I didn't like the double stuff. I thought it gets too soggy.
I could see that. Yeah. If you like the dip, you're going to want more cookie, which I guess is who the thins are for, because I'm a cream person. So I saw Oreo thins and I was like, why would I want the worst part of the cookie? Why would I want the cookie part of the cookie? But yeah, I just I'll just cram the whole thing in my face. And so, yeah. And also they use a lot of cream on those lemon ones. It's almost double stuff level of cream, but those I enjoyed.
Huh. Look at that. Learning some technique options there. In other news, a river of wine flows through a Portuguese town, triggering environmental warnings. That's right. Locals of a small town in coastal Portugal were left stunned when a river of red wine flowed through their streets on Sunday after two tanks owned by La Vera Distillery, which were carrying 600,000 gallons of the booze, suddenly gave way. Yo, that's wild. Video posted online showed the red liquid rushing down a steep hill in the small town of São Lourenço de Barrio, home of 2,000 residents. The spill was so massive that the wine that escaped could have filled an Olympic-sized swimming pool, triggering an environmental alert. Officials then sprang into action, trying to stop the wine in its path before it could literally turn the Saturmia River into wine. The Anadia Fire Department blocked off the flood and diverted it away from the river, where it ran instead into a nearby field. More than 2 million liters of the wine flowed through the streets of the Portuguese village.
That is wild.
Yo. The pictures are insane.
Yo.
The pictures in the video.
Yeah, the picture. I mean, like, it's like a rushing river, a small, not a wide one, but a small river, a rushing river, but it's just wine. Yeah. And there's a picture of it like going down the street and there's a car parked. What is wine doing to the undercarriage of that car?
Yo.
That's it. That car's done, right?
I will say, like, man, imagine driving that car, like the smell that comes through your air conditioner.
Oh, boy. Yeah, you're going to get stopped immediately. Like, no, you've been drinking. I swear I haven't. My car's been drinking. Yeah. A basement in a home near the distillery was flooded. The distillery has since apologized for the incident and said it dredged up the wine-soaked land. It added that the wine-soaked soil at the field has been taken to a special treatment plant. What are they going to do? Squeeze it out and rebottle it? How are you going to treat that? What are you going to do to the land?
Oh, man. Yo, real talk, I would be over there with Brita filters right now, yo.
Just trying to run all that. It's just what? Yeah, there's nothing you can do. That's amazing.
Oh,
that
man,
they managed to get it to go to a field instead of in that river. Because imagine how drunk those fish were going to be.
Yeah, is that like seasoning for seafood?
Well, I mean, you can cook with it, but you usually cook out the alcohol. Right. The heat will cook away the alcohol, but if you just soak a fish in wine, now you just got a drunk fish. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how technically correct that is, but it seems to me like your fish are drunk. Right?
Because that sounds tasty, right? Like if somebody like, you want to have some
a marinade,
fried,
they
wine
basically
marinated.
Yeah,
shrimp.
no, those fish are dead for sure. But no, I don't know. I mean, yeah, that can't be good. That can't. You've colored all the fish like they're all like red wine colored.
Yeah,
that's
but then like
and also you're not even supposed to have red wine with fish.
Yeah, it's a white wine. Right?
Yeah, that's a white wine thing. Put the red wine where the cows are. Oh, a field. Okay, sure.
Oh, okay.
I see what they're doing. Mm-hmm.
Real talk, yo. Shouts to the cows in the state they about to have over there, yo. Does the milk come out like with alcohol?
Huh? Will the milk come out like? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll come out just spiked. I don't know if it'll be fully
right because it comes out of breast, right? Isn't that like a thing? Like I know, like when you like if you're pregnant and you drink alcohol, they tell you to pump
because
titty milk out because you'll get like the baby.
You'll get the baby drunk,
right? If you're like breastfeeding, pardon me.
Sure, that makes sense.
Right,
I mean,
so like
I don't know if. Yeah, I guess if you're drinking raw cow milk, that would be an issue. I guess that's why you have to treat the land. You can't really have all your cows eating that grass.
Yeah.
And then just falling over. Especially since cows sleep standing up. You can't just have a cow falling over. That cow is dead.
Why these cows doing the shoulder lean over there? What's going on, man?
these young dro cows.
Oh man, you've been to Portugal, all the cows like swag surf over there. It's crazy, yo.
Oh man, all the cows leaning on each other and just swaying side to side. Oh.
In other news, a concerned citizen reported a mass killing at a British seaside cafe, but police found the yoga class instead. That's right. UK police descended on a yoga class in central England after a member of the public spotted people lying on the floor in a reported mass killing. Officers rushed to the spot with their sirens blaring, only to find members of the class quietly meditating.
Oh, man, I can't.
The Seaside Cafe inside the North Sea Observatory in Chapel, St. Leonard said a worried member of the public raised the alarm on Wednesday night. If anyone heard the mass of police sirens at 9:30 p.m. last night, then please be reassured they were on their way to the observatory after someone had reported a mass killing in our building, having seen several people lying on the floor, which actually turned out to be a yoga class in meditation.
You know what? Here's the thing. True crime shows have warped our brains. That's it. That's end of sentence. That's real what's talk. Happening. Like, we've got to calm down with those. We got to stop. Why are you taking that in to your brain? Because now everywhere you go, you see mass killings. Everywhere you go.
Yo, how many Netflix documentaries you watch before this happened?
Like, there are so many podcasts. God bless them, but like, that's a lot of death to just be marinating in. That you see people. Let's see. It's at a cafe. And then if that's the case, if you think you've stumbled upon a mass killing and you see all these people lying down in an orderly fashion on the floor of a cafe inside of an observatory, where's the blood?
Word. Maybe
I mean, even if they drink poison, there's going to be a little something.
Yeah.
Someone's going to fight it.
What if it was like a mass suicide?
Even
the Manson house.
Someone's going to be bloated. They're not all, you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna.
I will say, if you think you're seeing 30 people dead, you're not like looking for bloated stomachs.
True, but I feel like you should look closer. Do you know what I mean? If you think they're dead,
yeah, that's fair.
You may, if you feel so bold to declare them dead, a mass killing. I don't know. Walk a little closer, see what you see.
Yeah. Yeah, how far are you standing when you see
that's
them?
what I want to know. Did you go in the cafe and go, oh, these people are all dead? Like, did you scream? Did you just quietly take in a room full of people lying on their backs and go, they are all dead, and then leave and not make a noise?
Yo, you didn't see nobody's chest move?
If you said, hey, are y'all dead? Or something, one of them would have said, what? You're not that relaxed.
Yo, y'all good? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Ask them first before you call the cops. That's the other thing. Quit calling the cops for everything. What they gonna do?
Yo.
Just say, if you think you see a dead body, say to the dead body, hey, you good?
Hey, you good?
And if you don't get a stereotypical dead body response,
you know how dead bodies do.
You know how they do. Then maybe let's call somebody.
If you would like to read Shalewa's book, How to Talk to Dead Bodies. All you gotta do is subscribe to the show, baby. If you are Apple or Spotify listener, we appreciate your ratings. 4 stars. Yo, we could really get some chapters out of this one. You don't understand how it's gonna work, okay?
Yeah, there's
a lot of combos.
It's a thing that seems very matter of fact and to me, but clearly it's not. So I'm willing to share the knowledge that I apparently have.
5 stars. You see that Shalewa is the foremost expert in talking to dead bodies, okay? She's thought through all the scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
She's got it covered.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that I already learned more right now on the podcast, and I knew. I'm checking for stomachs going forward. Vital info, baby. Let's do it. If you have any articles you want us to cover, please DM us directly on Twitter and Instagram at Silky Jumbo. We're at Gastor Almonte. Shout out this week to Lori McDaniel and FCBLJ. With all that said, I am the newly excited to talk to dead people, Gastor Almonte. With my what's the term? Like Sherma? My
Sherpa?
Sherpa. And dead people talking.
Oh yes, Sherpa. Yes, that's
my
me.
Sherpa
of
dead people talking. Shalewa Sharpe.
Yep, I'm here to lead.
Oh man, this has been a spiritual episode of the War Report. Catch y'all next time. Yo, I love that we're talking to dead people when the cat walked in like,
yeah,
yo, that is so real.
She knows what it is.
This has been another episode of the War Report. Catch y'all next time. Peace. What's the girls go cold?